Yo, 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 it's your boy Pump Chump, also known as Pump. Welcome back to another video of Pump Reacts. And today we are reacting to When Suspects Outsmart the Police. Okay. This video is by Catching Killers, so we're going to go ahead and like it. Move on. Let's get into it. I've seen this.
We got an escapee.
Oh. I have the right to identify you. You understand it, right?
Then you can search up my face and you can search up my record.
There's a prison here?
Yeah.
Catching Killers. Prison here? Buddy.
Cops are skilled professionals trained to sense trouble. But what happens when these law enforcement experts find themselves outsmarted right before their eyes?
I promise you I'm not no damn prison escapee.
You'd have done run by now.
Here are 5 instances of cops being played in their own game. Starting with the case of Richard McNair, who is currently standing with Officer Carl Bordelon. Officer Bordelon stopped him while Richard was running on a railroad track near Ball, Louisiana. Officer Bordelon had received information about a prison break, and he wanted to ensure that Richard hadn't seen anyone or if he was the individual Officer Bordelon was looking for.
You live around here, buddy?
No,
Where you live at?
down the road by Pineville.
Pineville?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you have any form of identification on you?
No, man.
What's your name?
Robert Jones.
Robert Jones?
Uh-huh. Why, I'm not supposed to be on the tracks?
No, that's not the problem right now. What's your address?
I don't have an address. I'm at the hotel. We're working on houses and stuff like that, the roofing.
Roofing?
Yep.
Right from the beginning of the conversation, Richard attempts to project an air of calmness and composure while interacting with the officer. He conscientiously responds to each question, but there's a noticeable lack of conviction in his answers. When asked about his residence, Richard responds with a vague "down the road," leaving the officer intrigued. Sensing evasion, Richard quickly adds that he's a worker on a project, possibly deflecting from his lack of area familiarity, and to heighten the intrigue, he throws in living in a hotel, weaving an alternative narrative to sidestep scrutiny. These subtle moves reveal Richard's calculated effort to keep up a facade of normalcy.
What is? We got an escapee.
Oh. Where from?
Prison.
There's a prison here?
Yeah.
Man, it's hot.
Subject wear glasses? Nothing about glasses. Can you find out? I'm out with a white male on the tracks at Gilly Williams.
Remaining composed, Richard provides the officer with straightforward answers and maintains a relaxed demeanor to avoid appearing anxious or unsettled. When the officer tells Richard, "We got an escapee," Richard, instead of reacting with alarm,
Well, that backstep he did, I don't think that's calmness. Nothing. He took a backstep is relaxing, like, oh shit, he believed me.
stays calm and maintains his
This guy's just saying a bunch of words to sound smart. The dude's just lying.
facade of innocence, rhetorically asking, "There's a prison here." Unbeknownst to the officer, the Robert Jones that he is talking to is, in fact, Richard, the escapee from prison, the very person the officer is looking for.
First off, you have a prison escapee and you want the cops to go out looking for why doesn't he have a picture? The dude's wearing all white. He's wearing a jumpsuit. The wife beater. He's wearing prison attire.
Any tattoos or anything?
Right? A tripping? Is that not a jumpsuit where the top's taken down and wrapped around the waist like they were in prison?
Over. No, I'm just. No, he's clean.
Jeez. I'm 50 years old.
Or has he got shorts on? Maybe he's got shorts on. I can't tell.
How old is your guy? You're how old?
50. I was born in 56.
This is
It says born in
2006.
56.
He
58.
got shorts on.
Any kind of details you can give me, huh? Color
Maybe
you
it's not a
got?
jumper.
Blue, well, kind of a turquoise blue.
Turquoise blue. You want to give me some more?
Call my little brother, man.
Do I? No, it's not. No, it's short hair. My guy's got skin cut hair. He's got a beard, well, a goatee like.
While many guilty suspects typically respond with concise and cautious replies when facing the police, Richard took a different approach. He was intent on presenting himself as an ordinary individual, providing fur responses and even making jokes with the officer.
I guarantee I'm not no.
You know the bad thing about it?
What's that?
You'll match it up to him.
Come on. Well, that sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. Where are you staying at?
That Titusville or Titus Inn? Titus Inn, little old.
Where's that at?
I don't even know the address. We just got into town about a week ago, and he dropped me off to jog. I always jog about 12 miles a day.
Where'd he drop you off at?
50 years old, bro. You're not jogging 12 miles a day.
They're on that road
Already out of breath.
by, there's some construction going on up there, some houses, and he dropped me off, and he'll be back at the hotel in about probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Who y'all work for?
It's his,
You don't know the address, but you know the town. You don't know how to get there, and some dude just dropped you off and you're just going to run back.
No, what's the name of the company?
Phil's Roofing.
Okay.
Phil's Roofing.
Did you go through a briar patch or something?
Well, yeah, roofing. I always roof in shorts and cut my scratching up on, the roofing.
That's
stuff.
why your knees are all cut up?
Yeah.
Or y'all got pads?
Huh?
Y'all wear pads?
Hell no, too hot. They the pads rub your back of your legs and stuff.
Where are you from?
Huh? We're originally Dallas, Texas.
I mean, that's where y'all
that's
stay
where we're
out of Dallas, Texas? So what's your name again?
Jimmy Jones.
While talking with Richard, Officer Carl noticed cuts on Richard's knees, possibly from a barbed wire during the escape. However, Richard dispelled suspicions by claiming the cuts were from construction work. Despite the potential giveaway, Officer Carl appeared to buy into Richard's story. Another major red flag that the officer seemed to have missed was when asked Richard his name again, he provided a completely different one, Jimmy Jones. Ordinarily, this inconsistency should have been a dead giveaway, but Officer Carl didn't seem to notice it.
Nah, when I crossed the tracks down there, I saw you running. I said, well, how lucky can I be? Where's y'all's motel at?
Okay, let me think now, because like I say, Phil always drives. Okay, Walmart's right there. Go right at Walmart, and there's a road. Is it 165?
Right.
165 that goes south, and we're about 3 blocks.
Code 4.
Little old tiny hotel. I mean, it's clean, but it's family owned.
You notice how his left arm, he keep going like this when he says a lie? He's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Subconscious.
Little old tiny hotel.
Yeah, like a motel deal. You park up there. I promise you, I'm not no damn prison escapee.
You'd have done run by now. You know that yourself. You'd have done run by now.
No. I'm sorry to have to hold you up, but
Hey, no, I'm just doing my job, man.
I know you are.
But yeah, just be careful. You'll probably get stopped again, okay? Don't be alarmed by it.
Phone number, your cell phone number, so I can have whoever call you?
Just call. You got a cell phone with you?
No, hell no. I don't even have a cell phone or anything.
Just call 911 is all you got to do, and they'll get a hold of us.
All right.
That's our quick line there.
Have a good day now.
Be careful, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
This was the last time Richard was seen for the next 18 months. However, later in October 2007,
Damn.
Richard was finally caught and apprehended in New Brunswick after he was identified driving a stolen vehicle. Richard might have gotten lucky with his escape, however, the same cannot be said about the next person.
18 months is crazy. That's a long time. I think I've seen this one. I think this is the one that just goes up the
On October
doorway.
18, 2019, 17-year-old Quantrell was
Maybe it's
arrested
not.
from his classroom at Orfordville Parkview High on suspicion of strangulation in an August 1st assault. He was brought in for questioning in the Rock County Sheriff's Office and placed in the interview room. However, as soon as the teenager entered
this is
the
the one he
room,
jumps
it
out the
became
window.
clear that he had no intention of staying.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
As soon as the detective leaves him, Quantrell scans the room and finds a window. Without thinking twice, he opens the blinds and pushes the window before diving headfirst from 12 feet up. CCTV outside the building capture him making a run for it. Despite having several CCTV cameras around the sheriff's office, no one noticed the absence of the suspect for at least the next 14 minutes. As the detective enters the room to start the interrogation, he takes a second to process what happened before he can react.
Oh, no.
Police frantically
That's
started
fun.
looking for Quantrell, and it was only 3 hours before he would be found again, hiding in his friend's house. At the end of the day, all Quantrell achieved from trying to escape was 5 more years behind bars for escaping police custody. However, Quantrell wasn't the only one who was daring enough to escape from the police.
Oh, I'm gonna catch you, baby.
On March 7th, 2022, Joel
I'm gonna
Sanchez
get you.
Delgado, a 41-year-old facing drug trafficking charges, was escorted to a courtroom in Little Rock for a routine appearance. He was seen wearing a neck brace and using a wheelchair, supposedly due to injuries he supposedly sustained during his arrest. However, as you'll see, Joel wasn't actually injured. The wheelchair was a calculated move to outsmart the authorities.
What'd you say, OJ? My suit. Hey, you see a shoe back there? Where is it? Oh.
He just ran any chance that he was going to get a lawsuit.
Oh, I'm gonna catch you, baby. I'm finna shoot your bitch ass.
As they approached the courthouse entrance, Joel asked the officer about his missing shoe, creating a distraction that allows him
Don't wanna say that on
swiftly
body
leap out of
cam.
the chair and sprint away with the officer in pursuit. Realizing he lacks his
Even
radio, the
handcuffed?
officer can't call for backup or alert his colleagues, giving Joel an advantage in escaping from only one officer instead of an entire squad.
Hey, can you call the police for me? Call the police for me. Hey, call the police. Call the police. What way it go? This way? Go!
That's the slowest run I've ever seen in my life. Took him 10 seconds to. I don't think he's catching anybody. No wonder he said, I'm gonna shoot your bitch ass.
You got your phone? God damn.
Joel successfully
Motherfucker
outran
quick.
him. The officer being unable to contact backup gave Joel extra time to distance himself from the police.
Went straight through the alley and cut that way. What you
Your
need?
phone. My damn radio came out.
Hold on. Damn, man.
That guy right there did not want to give his phone to the cops. Imagine you're a drug dealer and some fucking dude runs away. The cop's like, let me borrow your phone. Let me borrow your phone. You're like, oh yeah, here you go, brother. And then somebody just pops up. He's like, yo, can I get an ounce?
Try to come behind you and get him.
I don't know where he went.
Although the officer eventually informed his colleagues using a civilian's phone, it was too late. Joel had already hopped into a cab and made his escape, leaving the officer powerless at that moment.
And I tried to get him.
Hello?
They
Hey,
still
look,
tried to get him? That's crazy.
the wheelchair dude got up and ran. Yeah. I couldn't catch his ass. And my radio was in the mother. I had my camera on though. The wheelchair dude. I couldn't catch him. Hell. Tim's had pulled off.
Did you just take
Joel's
off with this
freedom,
dude's
however,
phone?
was short-lived as just a few hours later he was caught and charged with felony escape, which will add 5 more years to his sentence along with other charges.
And this is Delgado now after a taxi cab ride to West 65th Street. The 41-year-old is being wheeled into an ambulance, claiming to be injured and unable to walk. Investigators say he caught that taxi cab outside a hotel along Broadway. He's expected to face escape charges. Laura, I'm told he's back in the Pulaski County Jail tonight, and I'm told he was booked in while in a wheelchair yet again.
While Joel was
He's
convicted
gonna get
because of his
hogtied next
criminal
time he's going to
past,
court.
What happens when the only criminal involved in a police encounter is the police themselves?
If you try and come past me, you're gonna go on the ground face first. You understand
Okay,
me?
and then I'm gonna file a complaint against you.
Get your camera.
Go grab your camera, yes.
On September 29, 2019, police rushed to a scene sparked by a heated exchange between Michael Franchik and his neighbor. Trouble brewed when Michael's 15-year-old son, Jack, was cruising on a gas-powered bicycle and the neighbor, allegedly irate, issued threats of physical confrontation. Amidst the tension, a third-party caller dropped a bombshell, claiming Michael had a concealed gun. The sergeant relayed this startling detail over the radio, setting the stage for what was meant to be a civil and consensual conversation with Michael.
See, in my opinion, this shit like this, dude, these people should need to go to jail. I mean, obviously all they're gonna do is claim, oh, I thought he had a gun. But you hear about this shit all the time. Freaking women faking that they're getting attacked. The dude's smart enough to record it. Freaking Karens don't like kids fishing and stuff. Oh, he's got a gun down here and they're shooting. Get them in trouble because they calling the cops for somebody fishing is not gonna do anything. Like this fake complaint shit should. Oh, and it's always, I guarantee, I think it said it was an older person. I don't remember. Assuming that's the dude that did the complaint, so dickhead.
Go.
Can I help you?
Hello, are you, Michael?
Hi, can I help you with something?
Yeah, we're here about a...
And your name?
Officer Rodriguez.
First name?
Jim.
Jim, how are you, Jim?
Good.
And your name? Please?
Sure.
Sorry? Badge number? What's that? Badge number,
Okay.
please?
Let's go ahead and talk about the incident that you had out here a few minutes ago.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Step down here for me.
No, thanks.
Yeah, no. Hey!
Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! I didn't do anything. You just came into my house without a warrant.
You're running away.
I'm not running away from you.
You just did. Is there any gun in your back pocket? I just want to make sure we're safe.
We're safe.
Okay, come
I'm
on
not
outside.
coming outside.
Can we talk right here?
Sure we can. Jack, come here, record this.
Come on outside.
Record this.
Come outside.
Jack, record this. Grab my phone and record this. Whoa!
First mistake is he never should have walked outside. He should have stayed inside his doorway. Never should have walked outside. So the second one the cop says, hey, come here, you're already outside your door. Take the golf back inside. They can. But if he would have stayed in his house, they couldn't come. They could ask him to come out and be like, nope. Close the door. But then that's when they put their foot in the middle of the doorway. You go to close the door and then they hit you with assault.
I'm injured.
As the officers approach
I'm
Michael,
injured.
he refuses to talk about the incident and attempts to go back inside his house. The officers, however, without any legal cause, force their way into Michael's home after him and attempt to drag him out. Michael refuses to go outside.
To be fair, he already had a hold of him before he was in the house, and the guy pulled him in the house. So.
But now agrees to talk to the officers inside the house. Officer Rodriguez, however, either didn't hear the agreement or didn't care and continued to force him outside. At this point, Michael's son, Jack, begins recording the whole ordeal on his cell phone.
I am cooperating. You're violating my Fourth Amendment rights.
Stop. Outside.
You're violating my Fourth Amendment
Hey,
rights.
you guys cannot come in here without a
Get
search
the
warrant.
phone. Get the
Going to be
phone.
I'm
taped.
videoing.
Get the phone.
Cooperate.
I'm cooperating.
We're finding
Just
you to be
I'm
taped.
not fighting you.
We're finding you
I'm
to be
not
taped.
fighting you.
Outside now.
Walk outside so we talk. Okay. Enough. I didn't do anything. You just tased me for no reason. Stop.
Outside.
What are you doing?
Stop.
What am I being detained for?
Outside.
What am I being detained for?
Just stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. No, don't take his phone. Don't take his phone. Don't take his phone. I'm good. I've chilled the whole time.
The officer attempts to take Jack's phone away from him to stop him from recording the incident.
Jack, follow me and record.
This way.
Follow me and record.
Give us space.
I'm not.
Give us space.
Okay.
No, Jack,
What's your space? What's your space?
Jack, record the whole thing. Oh, you're recording.
Give us space.
Does this look like enough space?
Camera fell somewhere back there.
You saw that. You saw the whole thing, and it's all been recorded.
It is.
I didn't resist.
I know.
I didn't do it. You know. See, he acknowledged that I didn't resist, Jack.
Yeah, I have it on video.
I didn't resist.
But we asked you to stop, right?
I didn't do anything against your instructions. This guy came into my house without a warrant, without any probable cause.
Let me just talk for a second.
I said, I don't know anything, and he tackled me in my house.
He told you to stop, right?
He did not say anything of the sort.
Officer,
It's all
I
on
heard
video.
the whole thing,
It's
and
on
it's on video, so.
It's all on
I know,
video.
it is.
It's all on video.
It is.
Dude, that guy is out of control. I'm finally
Officer,
complaining against him. I want
officer.
him nowhere near me. That guy is crazy.
Officer.
It's just me and you, right?
Okay, yeah.
Situation's fucked.
I'm fine. No, he can
No.
talk. He can talk.
No,
I can
not
talk
what I'm
because
trying
I
to
was
do.
in the
You're gonna arrest
situation.
him?
No, I'm not gonna arrest
Okay,
you.
then calm down. Then just what? What?
Well, you want me to talk to you?
He recorded the whole thing. This guy is out of
listen to me.
control.
Okay.
What's your
listen to
badge?
me.
What's your name?
Step back.
I'm not.
Look, he
I'm
just
on my
touched me. You
property.
can record all you want, but
Another
you're
one,
stepping back
another
right
one.
now.
This guy, I'm
Back.
Hey, don't
Back.
touch me. Stop harassing me.
I'm trying to talk to you.
We're just trying to.
I'm videoing this. You can please get out of my personal space.
No.
Yes.
You're not gonna
Get out
interfere
of my
with what we're
personal
doing.
space. This is my property. Please
You're
get
not
out of
gonna
my
interfere with an arrest.
I'm chill. I've been chill.
You can record all you want, but you're not gonna get close to what they're
I'm on
doing.
my property. Move out of my personal space.
I'm gonna stand right
This
here.
is my personal square. Please move.
I'm gonna stand right here.
Please move. You're in my personal space.
No.
What's your name?
Yeah, I do not need to give you that.
Yeah, you do.
For what reason?
You know, he's a minor on his own property.
Because you're
I know.
involved in this.
I'm involved with this, yes. But this guy threatened me and called the cops on you. And what's your badge number?
What's your name?
What's your badge number? Badge number.
Badge number.
That says name.
3K12.
Okay.
Now, what's your name?
I'm not making any statements.
You're not making any statements?
Nope.
Okay, I have the right to identify you. You understand that, right?
Then you can search up my face and you can search up my record.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna sit tight for a minute. You're not
Okay.
going anywhere.
I can go in my house if I want.
No, you
Am I
can't.
detained?
You're detained.
For what reason? For what? That guy
Going in.
threatening me? Why isn't that guy going to jail? That guy threatened to beat me in his ass. So why aren't you guys arresting him?
That's not the
Why aren't you
information I
tagging?
got.
Yeah. He can just lie.
Jack, step back and
Kid's right. Can't make an arrest on hearsay. That he's arrested. Can't arrest him. I guess they can, but it's all semantics at the point. They're being douchebags. They're already siding with the neighbor. Instead of they're already coming in with the intention that this 15-year-old kid and his dad are the ones in the wrong. But they're also immediately being straight up defensive in the beginning. But who knows? Who's to say what happened? That guy, like the kid said, that guy could have fucking threatened him, and he said, "I'm gonna call the cops on you guys and get you in trouble. You guys pointed a gun at me." Maybe they're already being defensive because the guy said that they had a gun. Maybe they already knew it was coming. Like, I get the whole, like, you don't want cops to overstep, but when you're fighting it, you're just making it so much worse, which fucking sucks. Because you see people that there's, like, you know, like that famous one of that, like that woman where the cop throws her into she's handcuffed and stuff, and then throws her in her cell, and she falls, like, hits her head on the bench. They just like let her lay there for like 36 hours and she dies. Like, you see stuff like that all the time, and like people have a natural distrust of cops. And they get an altercation with their neighbor, and 4 cops show up at their doorstep, freaking grabbing his dad. Everybody's needs to be level headed. The cops aren't level headed, and they're the ones that are supposed to be level headed. Like, this is a grown ass man acting like this to a 15-year-old. The kid has no bass in his throat. This kid is probably this tall. Maybe the top of his head is like right here. He's probably 120 pounds. 15. Doesn't even sound like he's hit puberty yet. So, like, why? He's recording. You're being recorded. Obviously, they don't want to be recorded when they're trying to do their job, especially when it's being escalated and stuff. But, like, you're being recorded. Like, you can't be stupid of what's going on, especially in America, with people and cops. Right? There's a natural distrust, and it's, quite frankly, it's justified. Like, policing is supposed to be protected. Freaking, what I tell you, these guys are the ones that are supposed to be Everything goes down. These are the ones that are supposed to be level-headed, making level-headed decisions. Right now, you got two cops worried about a 15-year-old reporting his dad getting arrested, pulled out of his house, tased. You're worried about the 15-year-old gonna do something to what? 5 cops? The kid clearly has not, like, even 10% into puberty. What are you worried about? Worried about the gun that's supposedly there? Well, you got the dad in cuffs. You got the kid right there. What are you worried about?
Keep recording.
I'm literally in my space, and this guy's just touching me.
I didn't touch you at all.
I have it on video.
I've been recording this whole time, buddy.
Okay.
Despite his young age, Jack handles the situation with impressive poise. His clear understanding of his rights shines through as he knows he doesn't have to identify himself unless suspected of criminal activity. This awareness keeps him steadfast and unintimidated by the officers.
Well, he is suspected of criminal activity. Right? Doesn't the beginning of the video say that suspect kid had a gun on him? Or was that the dad? It might have been the dad. Which the dad was probably protecting his son. The way it sounded is the neighbor didn't like that the kid was driving a gas-powered vehicle. The kid was probably on the sidewalks or something, doing something stupid. The guy threatened him, beat your ass or something. Dad came out with a gun. It was, I'm guessing it's probably going to have happened if there was a gun.
Jack continues to record his father's arrest as 2 officers try to block him.
Do not step forward. What did I just tell you?
Please get out of my space.
I do not have to. You cannot interfere with what we're doing.
I'm not
He's not.
interfering when I'm on my property.
Don't step towards the car.
I'm not. Then
You
move out of
did
my
step
way.
towards the car. I told you not to.
You tried to run from us.
What's your name?
Officer Ware.
Okay, and what's your name?
We're going over this. Officer Proctor.
Okay, I didn't go over it. Don't. You can't. Hey!
Stay back.
I'm going in my house.
Stay back.
I'm going in.
If you try and come past me, you're going to go on the ground face first. Do you understand me?
Okay, and then I'm going to file a complaint against you.
Get your camera.
Go grab your camera, yes. I'm allowing you to do that, but you cannot walk in my house.
There you go.
Okay, bye.
That cop's a
I have 3
douchebag.
cops on me, and I'm 15 years old. Because you guys intruded my house.
So you were the one driving up and down the street on the motorcycle?
I was on my gas bicycle.
Okay, that's a gas-powered vehicle. You have to have a driver's license.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Not when it's 50cc and you have a permit for it.
Once again, Jack is correct. Motorized bicycles are not required to have a license
Yes,
as long as
sir.
they're under 50cc and don't go over 30 miles per hour. The officers then walk away and talk among themselves to discuss what Michael can be charged with.
At this point, I don't even really care what their story is. I believe our independent witness, and given their demeanor, the question is.
That's what I'm saying. They're like, the way they're being defensive, like they're gonna assume that they're on their own right off the rip. The way the dad acted right off rip.
You know, I want to talk to him to see if there's any threat with the gun, but he would have mentioned that, I'll bet.
She said she didn't see it until he was walking back over here.
But he said he saw it too?
Oh,
or no?
No.
Okay.
He didn't,
So
she didn't say anything about it, and I didn't want to suggest it. I just wanted, what did you see? And that's what he told me, and
So
that's
he
what she
didn't
told me.
mention that?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
But then where'd the gun come from?
Well, if he didn't threaten anyone with it, there's no. I don't
No,
think
it was
there's
just a
sense of
concern for
trying
me.
To, oh no, absolutely. But I don't think there's any reason to try writing a warrant to get in the house.
No.
We'll identify him through him. I'll just do TLO or whatever.
Okay.
And then the friend, I've got his information. Their statements, I couldn't care less because they're not cooperative.
I'll just refer it to the juvenile courts. If they want to screen it for charges, great. And if they
For
don't,
rally and the motorcycles or whatever.
yeah.
All right.
I mean, I doubt that goes anywhere, but, you know.
All right.
To be honest, all I would have done.
Sit down, talk about it. They didn't want to cooperate, being defensive, and now the cops are just trying to push everything they can. This is why you cooperate. Especially if you're recording. You cooperate if you're recording, keep pushing stuff, being douchebags, then look.
Honest, talk to everybody, and it's a he says, she said. I would have written it up and said, here's the report.
That works.
And then he does this garbage. So I'm going to arrest him for failure to obey a lawful command, resisting, disorderly.
Yeah, disorders. That's good because it got hurt.
That's what that's what I said in my other videos, man. They'll get you for resisting, even though they don't have a reason to arrest you. Why are you had no reason to arrest him, so how are you going to get the guy for resisting? If you unlawfully arrested somebody, like how do you get them for resisting? Because you can, because it's a lawful command, even though it's an unlawful act. Get the fuck out of here. But people don't like the police.
Yeah.
The sergeant dismisses Michael and Jack's side of the story, citing their demeanor. However, acknowledging Michael's concealed carry permit, they assert his entitlement to carry a gun unless he brandished it in a threatening manner, an allegation that no one, not even the neighbor, has made. Meanwhile, Officer Proctor
Then where
was
did
taking
it come
Jack's
from?
account of the incident.
He goes, that bike is illegal. I said, no, it's not. It's a 50cc bicycle, and I have a permit for it.
Okay.
And he said, get out of the way. He was on his little road bike. He said, get out of the way or I'm going to beat your ass. So I don't, if you guys want to believe him, and we have 2 witnesses, he has 0.
Okay, calm down.
Just calm down, calm down.
No, I'm pissed off because you guys just came in our
Okay,
house.
but we tried to come here to ask a question and figure out what's going on because what we got told is a gun was involved in this incident. So we're going to take this a little more serious.
No gun was involved, not
Okay.
at all.
They got told there was a gun was involved, but then when they questioned the neighbors, no neighbor reported the gun. So then why are you still supposing that there's a gun? The guy that called the cops in the witness statement, one that reported it, you talked to him and he never brought up a gun, but somehow a gun's involved?
I don't know why you have to
Then what
beat my
happened?
ass. And I rode my bicycle back here. He ran back with me. I closed the garage and I told my dad.
Okay.
My dad was like, "Who is this? If anything goes farther, I'm gonna have to call the police." He walks outside to see where the guy is.
Your dad?
Mhm.
Okay.
And the guy comes out and he steps and he for instance, he walks and he goes like this. He walks right here in front of his face.
So right here or
Like
down there?
no, right down there,
Okay.
at the corner where you guys were parked down there.
Okay.
And he walks up right to his face like this, and he said, "Step back, because you're violating his personal space."
Okay.
1, and 2, if he steps one more close or he touches him, he has the right to defend himself, and that is easily the right to defend himself. So there's no reason why he says a gun is involved.
It wasn't him that said it. He doesn't even know about this. This was a completely other parties that were watching the whole thing happen.
Okay, so but the guy that was in the incident didn't say anything about a gun, so why are you pushing the gun?
There was no gun involved.
There was no gun involved.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you what we were told, and it was tucked in his back waistband / pocket, and they seen it as he was walking away. So I'm just telling you, we can only go off the information we're provided.
I understand that.
Okay. So
But we have 2 witnesses that were literally on site, and we're telling you the truth, and he's telling you the truth. So.
Michael was charged with 2 misdemeanors, interfering with an arresting officer and failure to disclose identity. Those sentences could lead to 6 months in jail if Franchek was convicted. In September 2021, Michael filed a civil lawsuit against Park City and the officers involved in the incident, seeking over $1 million and a public apology. 2 of the 4 officers involved in the incident were terminated.
Yup.
Officers involved in the incident, seeking over $1 million and a public apology. 2 of the
Officer Cameron Thor was terminated. Rodriguez and the other guy whose name I'm forgetting. The disciplinary actions, the severity of this action wasn't clear. Mr. Franchek's charges were all dismissed. The federal lawsuit he filed against the city is pending. Since Internal Affairs has found significant misconduct during this encounter, and at least 1 officer was fired, it looks as tough as the city settles Franchek family. They'll get a hefty check. Wait a minute. So is this? That's Proctor, right? Okay. Or was this one? No, that was Rodriguez, right? Which one was Thor? This guy was cool. He was just backing up the other guy, which was, I thought, this guy's Rodriguez, right?
Personal space.
No. What's your name?
Yeah, do not.
Okay, that guy's that one. Okay. Oh, it was that guy. This is Rodriguez. Okay, yeah. And these 2. These are the douchebags talking about slamming a 15-year-old. This guy was honestly cool.
Time they convicted an innocent civilian.
The evidence I have is frankly conclusive and overwhelming. Okay?
On August 15, 2003, Hamilton police arrested Michael Dixon, 37, from the Hamilton bus stand on suspicion of robbing a jewelry store. However, a discrepancy arose as the witness report described the suspect as a short white man, while Michael was neither short nor white. Despite this, he was taken to the Hamilton police station for questioning.
2000s, man.
Michael, it's okay. Tired. It's been a long 2 days. This is one of our interview rooms here at Hamilton Police. And
what's this guy's name?
Videotaped.
Michael Dixon. I hear. State. Oh, it's Ohio. Okay. That's what I was assuming is Midwest.
Yeah, I noticed that. Okay, you're obviously not a stupid man. Video camera. Microphones on the wall. So everything we say and do is recorded. That's for both of our benefit. It benefits everybody.
Right off the bat, we can see that Michael adopts a forward-leaning posture, which indicates that he is confident and relaxed. He maintains eye contact with the detective throughout the interrogation. Michael has read his Miranda rights and assures the detective that he will be cooperative and help the detective with the investigation.
You are not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, but whatever you do say may be given in evidence.
Well, that's fine, because what I have to say is to plead my innocence, so I don't mind that being.
Okay.
But I'm just curious to know, like, how it got this far, because, as I said to you earlier in the other room, the police officers that were stopped me on the street said that they had witnesses, and I...
Well, you wanted to talk to me about the events in the other room, and I told you that that wasn't the right time and place to discuss it, remember that? Yeah. There's one other thing I have to tell you before we discuss this, okay?
Okay.
And that's that if you've spoken to any police officer or to anyone with authority, or if any such person has spoken to you in connection with this case, I want it clearly understood that I don't want it to influence you in making any statement.
Michael tries to remind the detective of the witness report. However, for some reason, the detective decides to reject the evidence altogether.
Why we're here is because earlier tonight, you were arrested for breaking into a jewelry store on John Street South. Now, your innocence and guilt in this, quite frankly, isn't an issue.
What does that mean? Your innocence and guilt isn't the issue? What?
Evidence I have is frankly conclusive and overwhelming. Okay? So I'm not even going to ask you if you did it. What I have to ascertain here is what kind of guy you are.
Okay.
Whether this is...
This guy sounds like he's trying to see if this guy is stupid enough that he can get away with just convicting this guy because they have no idea how to figure out who the fuck did it. Like, how do you get a witness saying a short white man and you end up with what, a 6'2" bald black man? What?
You're like
this isn't even Outsmart the Police. You know what this is? Outsmart the Police?
And this is what you're doing all the time, or whether this is a one-off thing because of the power cut and everything that's going on tonight. That's all we're here for.
Okay, I understand your position. Like I say here, I didn't do it, and you've heard that a million times, I'm sure, in your career, but...
Didn't do it.
Just ask me questions. That's all I can do is answer them, I guess.
I've got no questions to ask you. I mean, why did you do it? That's basically it. That's my only question.
Coming from that position.
See, like, he can't even defend his innocence. He's already been proven guilty for what? Like, this guy, this sound like this don't even. This guy sound like they're trying to plant some evidence. They're seeing if he's stupid enough that they can just get a plea deal and be done with it. Even if you knew he did it and the guy's willing to talk, you're going to ask him questions. Every detective is going to ask you questions. Where were you? So if say they had 100% evidence that you did it. They had 100% evidence you did it. Why wouldn't they ask questions? They need to see if your story's going to change. Anything that can make it easier to prove guilt out of doubt, they are going to take. Especially if you're willing to talk. Because if you're lying, they have all the evidence in the world which said you did it. When you go to in trial by jury, they're going to be able to poke a hole in every single one of your statements. This is sketch. I would, like, if I was this guy, we're done talking. As this guy said, I need to ask you any questions. I know you did it. Trying to figure out what kind of guy you are. Where's my lawyer?
And since I'm saying I didn't do it, I really don't have an answer for you except to say I didn't do it.
I guess we haven't really got a great amount to talk about. Yeah, it's like I said, whether you did it or not isn't up for the discussion.
Okay, well,
it's really not.
Michael seems confused by this statement, and understandably so. The detective is bluffing. There is no.
But this guy is pretty. That's pretty calm for somebody saying, like, I don't give a fuck what you have to say. We know you did it. You're innocent. He's pretty calm. So let's say he did do it. He's playing this like this act like maybe he's just utterly confused. He's clearly so innocent. He's not even thinking about a lawyer. He's not thinking that he's going to go to jail for something he clearly didn't do. Or, I don't know. But this is pretty calm. For a cop sitting there saying, I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Like, there's nothing you can say that's going to change my mind that you did this. He's pretty calm.
Evidence to suggest that Michael is the culprit. Even the suspect description in the witness report suggests otherwise.
Not even irritated. Okay, so let's say in a free hour when our power of choice is, let's see if this comes across. Police are often criticized for using their techniques, such as lying to the suspect. Police are allowed to lie to suspects during U.S. question. The suspect force confession, but this is the Fifth Amendment to protect people. Others argue that these texts are necessary to obtain confessions from guilty suspects. They believe it's better to get a false confession than to let a guilty person go free. And that right there is a problem. Coercing fucking confessions. Like that 9-year-old kid back in the freaking 30s or something. A little black boy. Just coerce their fucking confession out of him. You can just be done with it. Chapter explore the ethics of police interrogations. Will discuss the arguments and but they're necessary to solve crimes and blah 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 blah. It can lead to false confessions, but why would you confess? You're not doing something. Unless you're being tortured. You're mentally unstable. Which then if you're mentally unstable, it's all out the window. Like,
police are allowed to lie during an investigation to put pressure on the suspect and force a confession out of them. In this case, however, Michael knows he's innocent and sees right through the detective's bluff. He maintains a forward-leaning posture and eye contact, making the detective slightly uncomfortable as he switches his position and breaks eye contact.
There's a number of witnesses.
Great.
One of whom had a video camera.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, that's relieving. That's relieving, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
So view the video camera.
I have.
Okay.
That's why your guilt isn't in issue here.
That doesn't even make sense to me. Because if I'm on the video camera, that doesn't make sense. You have a video camera that shows me?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It makes perfect sense to me.
We'll have to, I guess, I have no choice but to get a lawyer then. If this is the kind of thing you're going to go through with me.
This isn't going to go away. You're charged with breaking and you will be charged tonight.
Okay.
You will be going to court in the morning, charged with breaking and with intent. Okay, that's what's going to happen right now.
Can I ask you something? Okay, are you just making this up that you have a video camera so you see how I react? Because it goes that if you're saying, okay, hear me out for a second, please. If I am guilty, as you believe, because you have me on video camera, then okay, we'll go through the procedure. But I'm saying, I'm trying to call your bluff here because since I know I didn't do it, there's no way I can be on the video camera.
Well, like I say, it's not a game of poker.
Okay.
The detective won't let up. He thinks that by lying to Michael about having evidence and eyewitnesses, he can scare him into confessing a crime he didn't commit. However, Michael, steadfast in his innocence, remains unmoved, easily seeing through the web of lies the detective is weaving. He maintains his innocence for the next few minutes, and the detective asks him to draw out a map and specify his movements before the arrest. Every detail of his alibi was later proven to be accurate.
Maybe a dotted line that's your path. How's that? Sure. And another dotted line where the police officers come from.
Okay, this is the tunnel, the bridge.
Okay.
And come at the bus station.
So which way is north towards the lake?
The north.
Okay.
And so I came here. The EMS truck or whatever ambulance it was there. It went off, crossed here, and crossed here. That's it.
Okay, did you come straight from the bus?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I even looked, I said, maybe I should take a cab. I'm like, oh no.
So you came straight off of the bus?
Yeah. And that's it. Like the bus is. Ooh, that's it. It's like I was off the bus like maybe 2 minutes?
So how long before you were arrested were you off of the bus?
That's what I'm saying. Like from there to there, it's like not even 2 minutes.
Did you go in it?
So he'd be fine then, because there's a camera on the bus.
I was walking, I was trying to see in the dark and questioning, like, am I gonna get mugged? And that's about it.
So where were you when you first became aware of the people who subsequently were police officers?
Okay, well, there's a building here in the corner. That's an entrance to whatever, parking or something. There's another building here. There might have been some, actually I was walking. I saw the flashlight or something there, and I can hear hollering, and then someone else is here, and that person, or maybe, I don't know, maybe that person ran, I'm not sure. But anyways, I was approached here.
Okay. From the information that I've got, you're going to be charged tonight with breaking and entering.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do have a duty to make sure that the truth is... And the truth is paramount, and the true version of events is paramount. And I have a duty to investigate all of this, and I will investigate. I assure you, I'll investigate this story thoroughly, and hopefully, I'll be able to find something here, which will either prove or disprove what you're entitled to under the Constitution of Canada, and that you're treated decently. And the truth.
Canada, this ain't Ohio.
Basically, that's being doubted until proven innocent. That's, I guess, the premise here, right? From my point of view. So.
Okay, so that's my the things that I look for.
I know.
Okay,
cool.
Michael had to spend 3 days in jail and had a curfew for 9 months before all the charges were eventually dropped. Michael sued the county police and received over $100,000 in damages, while the interrogating officer was demoted and suspended without pay. Also, whoever has the most viewed TikTok or YouTube short.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's I was like, that's some US shit, but that sounds like some Canada shit. That sounds like shit. All right, catching killers. When suspects outsmart the police, go give them a like. It was a good video. Another video down. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Leave a comment down below. Think I was wrong? What you think I was wrong about? What you think I was right about? Anything and everything that you want me to react to. That's this or something else. Music, whatever. Leave it down in the comments below. And next time, bye bye.